they've wondered, what am I supposed to buy at the grocery store? And at worst, I think that shopping should be a neutral experience. At best, grocery shopping should be something that makes you happy. You're buying food, and food is a great thing.
You're
So
shopping.
it's shopping and it's food. I mean, it
Okay, that's
should be
great.
good, right?
Yeah.
Hello, and welcome to the Core Podcast. We're your hosts, Sandini Keller.
And Shannon Polson.
I'm a precision nutrition certified coach.
And I'm a NASM certified personal trainer for over 13 years. We support women 30 years old and over to pursue health through realistic nutrition and fitness strategies. Our passion is to help you find that smile when you look in the mirror, find freedom when you eat, and joy in moving your body.
Make sure to subscribe for your bi-weekly dose of doable health tips, practical advice, and so much more. It's the health education you wish you'd had.
Hello and welcome to the Core. Today we are going to talk about 5 tips to grocery shop when you're trying to lose fat. I'm super excited about this one, Ailini, because last episode I asked if wine was included in these 5 tips and it's not. So I'm interested in what the 5 tips could be.
So yeah, we'll touch on the wine, but definitely do not drink and then drive your grocery cart. That is not what we want. Okay, you might not make the best choices if you've had too much to drink. Or if you're hungry. That's a tip that my dad actually taught me when I was a kid. You never go to the grocery store when you're hungry. That's not on my list, but let's start with that one. Let's start with the bonus tip.
Okay.
Don't shop when you're hungry, because
agreed to that. Yeah, that's a good one.
everything's
Sure.
appetizing. I remember as a kid, now this is back in Brazil, they used to sell like these big baguettes at the grocery section, at the bakery section. That's the word I was looking for. So we would get like a baguette and it would come in a bag and it was just folded and they put a sticker on the fold, right? And of course my dad, it was warm baguette. So my dad would open it up and by the time we got to the cash register, like most of the bread was gone, right?
Oh, funny.
Usually there would be 2. So, one is for the grocery trip. The other one's actually take home.
That is too darn funny. What an incentive to go grocery shopping. Like,
right? Hey,
you
let's
don't
eat
like
some
grocery
warm bread.
shopping? Have a snack.
I mean, a little gross if you come to think of it, because like you're touching the
Yeah.
card and stuff, but let's not go there. Anyway, so drinking and shopping, or shopping when you're hungry, not great.
Okay. Got it. Duly noted.
Anyway, as always, I have a tangent, right? Like squirrel.
Okay.
So, so if you feel overwhelmed or unsure about what to buy at the grocery store, you're not alone. Okay. There are so many foods offered at the grocery store, any given section. We just have a lot of options. Like, no matter what it is, you can look and there's so many options. Plus, there's all these rules that we apparently have to follow nowadays. Like, I could go on a rant about this. I even mentioned to Shannon that maybe I should have a podcast just for me to rant about our nutrition culture. But there's all these rules that technically we're supposed to follow. Do you have to eat keto or low fat or non-processed or non-dairy or gluten-free or short ingredient list or just whole ingredients or no grains or yes grains or no dairy, organic? Like, it's just too much. Of course, we're overwhelmed when we get to the grocery store. Like, what are we supposed to do? And it's daunting to go grocery shopping. And many people, I would say most people, is definitely everyone that I've ever talked to that wants to go on a diet or is trying to lose fat, they've wondered, what am I supposed to buy at the grocery store? And at worst, I think that shopping should be a neutral experience. At best, grocery shopping should be something that makes you happy. You're buying food, and food is a great thing.
You're shopping.
It's shopping and it's food. I mean,
Okay.
it should be good, right?
Yeah, heck yeah.
It shouldn't be like it's something to dread. So these are just 5 easy tips to fill your cart in a way that's going to support your fat loss. Now, as we've mentioned before, and this is something that I'll touch on a lot, Gaining fat, losing fat, or maintaining your weight comes down to energy balance, which is if you eat more than your body is using, it doesn't matter if you eat too many calories of whatever it is. Okay, there's nothing special about any calorie in any given food. It's energy. So if you eat more than your body needs, you're going to gain weight. If you eat less than your body needs, you're going to lose weight. However, these tips are things that are going to help you get a good volume of food because we're always a little hungry when we're trying to lose fat and we don't want to be very hungry. So all of this is going to help you get a good volume of food, quality food without breaking the bank and without, just stuffing your face with things that you don't need. So the first one is probably not surprising at all, fruits and vegetables. Okay. Fruits and vegetables, they're filling, they're incredibly nutritious, super low in calories, and very versatile. Okay. So you can eat something plain and raw, like eating an apple or eating strawberries, to making these huge salads with greens and veggies, or use things for cooking and baking. I mean, fruits and veggies really can do anything. And, cauliflower is proof of that, because if cauliflower can turn into pizza, I mean, veggies can do anything, right? I mean, it's not good pizza, but it's pizza,
That
right?
is the best thing I've heard today. If cauliflower can do it, you can do it.
You
That's
can do it,
amazing.
right? But
Heck
it
yeah.
really is versatile. I mean, we've made fake pasta out of every possible vegetable, right? So,
Mhm.
they really are versatile. I mean, you don't have to make bad stuff out of veggies, but they really, really are very versatile. That being said, you do not need to buy organic or non-GMO. If you prefer that, that's fine. It's your money, it's your grocery list. You do what you want. But this idea that they are healthier or more nutritious, this is a myth. This is not true. This has been disproven over and over and over again. This only organic or only non GMO, this is one of the elitist ways that we have seen. Just, yeah, it's an elitist thing that has cropped into nutrition. I'm not going on rants
Mhm.
today.
Mhm.
So
It's so true
just,
though.
it's fruits and vegetables. You don't have to
Mhm.
go crazy and stress about fruits and vegetables. Now, the second thing is take advantage of the frozen section. Okay. And I don't mean frozen pizza or fries or ice cream. That's not what I'm talking about. I mean these same fruits and vegetables. So lots of people frown on frozen fruits and vegetables as if they're somehow worse, which is absurd, because these items, they're harvested at their peak and they're frozen and they retain all their nutritional value. And they have the same benefits of their fresh counterparts, except they last a lot longer. So you
Mhm.
can use
Mhm.
them for soups, for baking, for smoothies, and your yogurt, or just eat them frozen. My daughter will eat so many frozen blueberries. It borderlines on weird. So it's just a great option, especially for small households, people who live by themselves, people who travel a lot. These frozen things are going to last you a long time, and they're also super, super versatile. So don't think that just because those veggies and fruit are frozen that they're worse. No, take advantage of that. That's, they last a long time and they help you out in a lot of ways. Tip number 3 is to eat enough good protein. So what I mean is protein, as we know, and we're still gonna have a podcast only on protein. I'm getting there. So it's essential to eat protein. No protein, no you. Literally, every single cell in your body uses protein. So you need to get enough protein, especially when you're in a fat loss phase. Protein does help you feel more satisfied. So it's, get in good protein. That being said, you want to get protein that is leaner and good quality. So what you want to try to do is limit your deli meats. Now, again, you've heard me say this and I'm going to repeat it. There are no bad foods. Okay. So I'm not saying that deli meat is bad. But in terms of fat and salt content, they're not the best options in terms of protein. So limit that a little bit and use more lean proteins like chicken, salmon, lean beef, turkey. Like, all these are options that you can make a bunch of stuff with and get in your protein. And you can batch prepare most protein. So you do a big batch of it, maybe once a week, and you can either freeze it, or these things last in the fridge for quite a while, at least, maybe 4 or 5 days, you'll be able to eat that. Use it for snacking, for stir fries, for sandwiches, for salads, for soup, so many ways. But get enough good protein in. So that's a good thing to add to your cart, and stock up on those and eat a lot of it.
Mhm.
Now, number 4, and this is the tangent on the wine, Shannon, is
Ah, listening.
yeah, those so the wine finally came
Mhm.
in. Don't drink your calories. Okay, this is a big one. It's super fun to buy all sorts of drinks at the grocery store. If you're trying to lose fat, those drinks are not your friend. So when shopping for drinks, first of all, prioritize drinking water over anything else. That being said, water isn't fun for most people. So you don't have to give up all your other drinks, but what you're going to try to do is first try to swap 0-calorie drinks whenever you can. This will effortlessly remove anywhere from 200 to upwards of 1,000 calories from your day, depending on how much you drink. So if you really like your sodas, for example, if you swap up at least some of your soda for the 0-calorie, that is really going to lower your calorie intake for the same amount of liquid. So it's just a way to decrease the calories and just keep drinking something you like. Limit your alcohol intake also will decrease your calorie consumption, because as we know, alcohol has a lot of calories, and limiting alcohol intake also reduces cancer risk, and that's always a good thing. So when you're in a fat loss phase, this means that you're going to have more calories that you can eat instead of just drinking, because we all know that eating fills you up more than drinking. So if you can decrease the number of calories that you're getting from your drinks, you're either simply decreasing that amount of calories in your day, or if you're looking at a calorie as a budget, that gives you more calories to eat instead of wasting them on your drinks. This goes for sodas, this goes for energy drinks, this goes for sports drinks. Most of these, you can get any of these options at 0 calories, and that's
Yep.
super helpful.
Yep.
Now, the last tip is don't ignore the carbs. We like carbs in this
Mm,
podcast.
yes, we do.
So the last tip is to prioritize whole grains.
Mhm.
Now, again, there aren't any bad foods. So I used to say this, and you know what? I've retracted this a long time ago, but that saying, don't eat anything white, right? Like if it's not brown bread or brown rice or don't eat it. Like I roll. Okay. So refined grains aren't inherently bad for you. However, the whole grains, they have a lot more fiber, which has lots of benefits. And if you're trying to lose fat, this is going to keep you feeling fuller longer. It's going to help you stay regular. And also, this doesn't have to do with fat loss, but fiber helps reduce cancer risk. So all these are good things. So prioritize whole grains. So if you're going to buy it, now this doesn't mean that everything has to be whole grains. Okay. So for instance, personal example, I happen to like brown rice or wild rice. I happen to enjoy those actually more than I enjoy white rice. Now, you will not find me eating whole grain pasta. I have never been able to find a whole grain pasta that I actually enjoy. So when I eat pasta, I'm not a big pasta person, but when I do eat pasta, it's just regular pasta. So when I say prioritize things, I don't mean eliminate the other option. I just mean that, you're having bread, for instance. Can you find a bread that has more whole grains and use that more often than the other bread? Maybe you do find a pasta that is whole grain that you enjoy. Great, go for that one. But all these things, it's not everything or nothing. It's
Mhm.
just using these things as a way to increase your consumption of fruits, vegetables, whole foods, and not drinking up all of your calories. Now, again, your weight loss is going to hinge 100% on how much you eat in terms of energy intake. However, these things will definitely support that journey in weight management, especially for fat loss and weight management. As always, if you have any questions, just get in touch and we're happy to answer them.
I love that. I love all of those tips so much. They're realistic and they're attainable, and you don't have to change all of your habits overnight,
Hmm.
but start being mindful when you are at the grocery store of just turning the package over and looking at the ingredient list, looking at the nutrition facts, and just seeing the better options out there to make sure that you're intaking more whole foods. I also like the tip, it kind of goes back to just budgeting your calorie intake. I know a lot of people, they like having their sweets over, around like the 2, 3 p.m. because that sweet tooth hits. And then they like to have that sweet again at night after dinner. And it's great and it's fancy and it's fun, but you have to budget out your day and your week. So if you know at night that you're going to have a sweet because that's when you're going to really enjoy it, and you skip over your sweet at the 2 or 3 p.m. with something healthier, such as that wonderful, powerful cauliflower or some fruit, you know, budget out your calorie intake. Doesn't mean that you have to let go of everything and change your entire dietary habits, but budget. It's just like your finances.
Exactly. It's the exact same thing as you would do with money. So you have
Mhm.
10 bucks. What can you spend it on? Well, you're going to have to make choices, right? And so it's the exact same thing for food, and it's always about priority. So in lots of people in the beginning of their journey, a big win is to just stop being afraid of food
Yeah.
and to stop being scared of eating certain things. And later, as you progress, maybe part of your journey is to actually eat more of certain things, maybe double how many fruits and vegetables you eat in a day or something like that. But this budgeting of your energy intake, it is super important. And here's the thing that lots of people don't realize. Tip number one was fruits and vegetables. Number two, frozen fruits and vegetables. Number three, protein. Number four was don't drink your calories. And number five, prioritize whole grains. These are things that if you do these things, you will automatically, by eating more of these and drinking less calories, you're automatically banking calories, which means that you're giving yourself margin for the treats and for this fun stuff. And
Exactly.
this is something I actually do every day. I
Yep.
eat chocolate every single day of my life. It's
Yep.
just non-negotiable for me.
Mhm.
So when do I eat it? Depends. I've had it for breakfast, I've had it for lunch, I've had it for snack, I've had it for dinner. On all meals, no, but it is exactly about this balance that you're talking about. Okay, what
Mhm.
is special for you? What do you want? And that's important. Like whatever is a treat, make it a treat. Don't
Mhm.
turn it into
Mhm.
something that you have all the time, because if you have it all the time, it loses the treat factor and it's just common.
Yep. Yep. That's 100%. You nailed it right there for sure.
All right. Well, that was it for today's episode. And next time, we're going to be talking about shoulder health. And I'm super excited for this one
Mm.
because, our shoulders we use them a lot and we don't give them a lot of attention. So,
Yeah, they're a pretty important area of the body. So we're just going to learn a little bit about what your profession is and what that means for your shoulders and how to keep them healthy due to your profession and your daily routine.
it's going to be amazing. So, don't miss out on that. It's coming up on the next podcast, and we will see you then.